Welcome, viewer, to your timeless messages. These are going to be messages for Capricorn placements. If you have Capricorn in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Little neighbor dog has something to say. Oh, there's helicopters going on out there, so maybe that might have something to do with it. Anyway, Capricorn, please switch the roles as energy is fluid if you're cross-watching, okay? My messages aren't going to be for everyone, okay? We have a circle of friends here. I'm getting the energy like you could have like the energy of the haters coming out of the woodwork here, Capricorn, and that may let you know you are on the right path. Okay, now I have had trouble with my sound for the last couple days doing live videos, so I am going to check and make sure it's working so I'm not wasting anyone's time, including my own. All right, let's see. So good. All right, yay, it's working. Turn that down. Now I can see. Now I can see the comments too. So I do appreciate the like, subscribes, comments, shares are greatly appreciated. Again, with the circle of friends. Okay, I'm just going to give this a couple seconds for energy to clear itself. Okay, all right. So what's up with this energy for Capricorn? Please use your discernment. As always, for Capricorn. Okay, secrets emerging, but it's going to put you in a different position. It's like you're going to have a status change, Capricorn, and you're going to have a status change possibly very quickly. Okay, and it all has to do with a mindset. It's something about how you're thinking, what you're attracting, how you're thinking. Okay, what you're dedicating your time and your focus to. Okay, you could be dedicating your time into focus. Well, I don't know. I get like a magnifying glass when I say that. But you could be looking like at the laws and philosophies. Okay, that help you yourself to understand the situation, because it's very complex. There's something very complex about it. Okay, there's something very complex about who you are. So trying to understand you would be very difficult to do then, right? This is about your actions and what you take action on and your desires, Capricorn, and following the laws and philosophies along the way. Learning what you can and discarding what you don't want. Okay, hi. All right, the past with Cancer is showing up here. So, learning, unlearning. Unlearning is as important as learning, okay? These beliefs, these quick beliefs that just come out of nowhere and try to have you overanalyze things that you've already looked at. Okay, so it's about you choosing what you want to look at a magnifying glass, not what someone else wants you to look at. Yeah, because who you are, what was there? Discovering. Wow. Discovering who you are, more of who you are, and also discovering who you're not. Spiritual path is more about discovering who you are by discovering who you're not. Okay, Capricorn. For Capricorn, messages for Capricorn. All right, Saturn, okay. Limits, lessons with Saturn. Karma, being Capricorn, major karma lessons with Capricorn and the Sun. Learning these lessons, applying these lessons, okay? These are our concerns, but what is the big concern? What you're doing, what you're starting, Moon, fear. There's a lot of fear here about what you're doing from a, yeah. Some kind of fear about what you're doing, the actions is what you're doing. And then there's confrontations around what you're doing. But like I said at the beginning, that's a confirmation that you're on your path, most likely. Capricorn, focus and dedication. You're focused and so you're not focused and dedicated to this past energy any longer, right? And it's coming back to see why. And here's the past, coming back to see why you're not concerned. All right, it stirred up the situation. You were open to new ideas. You could be experimenting with something, or this was a part of a experiment of some sort. I don't know, Capricorn. What you want to be known and a belief. And then you with your success. Okay, there's much information about where you're going, what you're doing, the beliefs about what you're doing. Okay, so I don't know. The beliefs about what you're doing is actually stirring up the situation more about than what you're doing. Okay, so the beliefs being untrue, I'm telling you, something pretty funny here. I'm about ready to laugh. All right, confronting. There was this confrontation about this belief. All right, but it's only if you buy into it. Only if you believe it too. The belief can only affect you if you believe it too. So the energy goes through a lot of trouble. And it's very quick. So it's like if it's quick, it won't have to take accountability for it. Like maybe you missed where it came from or something. I don't think Capricorn's missing anything here. Gemini energy, you're not missing anything. The ideas in question, the connections in question, these beliefs coming from, with, or about a group, who or what is around you. Gemini again, 2 cards of Gemini, stirring up the situation. That's a circle of friends, stirring up the situation for short-term effects. Okay, so I didn't mean even to say that. I meant it, so even to stir it up for a short time, to try to get long-term effects, it's only, if it's going to have any effect on Capricorn, it's going to be very short. And there's going to be a cost to it. You're going to be direct with this energy, Taurus Capricorn energy. You're very practical. You're not going to sacrifice your resources or energy for something that is a belief. Somebody took a chance on a belief, and a little at a time served this energy and connections a little at a time. 6th house, where this is what you do. I said what you do, what you're doing. You could be doing something a little at a time just because you're trying to steer clear of something. You've got cooperation right here and the decisions, and something you're able to actually show the most fairness of this situation because of who you are, and because you're reading the energy as you go along. If that makes sense. You're trusting your psychic knowledge up. You're reading the energy as you go along. It could be an Aries involved. You're reading it honestly, and you're having the strength to overcome or pursue whatever it is you desire here. All right, Capricorn, strong energy here. Capricorn, 3, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And then I'll shuffle these cards. I got you at the bottom of the deck with the 3 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Wands, 4 of Wands. Somebody decided to take a wand and compete. This 3 of Cups. That's a circle of friends. And I said something about repeat it again. I said it. Haters coming out of the woodwork. But you know who you are. And they're riding right into the devil here. Especially if you learn a lesson. 7 of Cups, 5 of Swords, Hierophant. Especially if you learn some kind of lesson and it has a backing that's the kind that doesn't need a backing. All right, let me shuffle. You have the backing that doesn't need a backing. I don't even know how else to say that. For Capricorn, what's happening? And these cards, the gold foil cards have been fun to work with. I really enjoy them. Alright, Capricorn. 2 of Cups. Blindfolds off. You know who you want or what you want. I told you the haters are coming out of the woodwork because you have something tangible here. Ace of Pentacles too. That's very tangible. That is the most tangible you can get. Alright, there's some beliefs happening here. This is not even a loyal energy. It doesn't get to, it's unreliable, undependable, and it doesn't, this belief, whatever someone wanted to be known, it's the source of the information is unreliable. So how reliable can the information be if the source is unreliable? Especially when it comes to an Ace of Pentacles. Somebody has their best interest at mind here. Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, Capricorn, someone you turn down or you're not interested. It was quick. Something could have been quick too. It was quick and passing. I saw the devil again. You're passing the devil. And you're just like saying, hey, you walk on by. And then it tries to catch up to you. But it can't. It can't. You're going too fast. You're going too fast. And you're on a horse and you're being celebrated. You're going too fast for this energy. Gemini's fast, quick. Whatever's fast and quick isn't sticking either. So therefore it's like, okay. Anyway, more wands. These are about you getting your ideas going. So this other energy is to stall your actual ideas from getting going. Look at that. And you're not interested in love or other energies. You've got a 2 of Cups and then you got the Knight of Cups in reverse with all these options, but you're choosing something. You're making a choice over all others. Capricorn. World. You made a choice over all others. You also closed out a huge cycle. Capricorn. Temperance. 10 of Wands in reverse and the Moon. There's fear of you closing out this cycle and healing. Yeah, because some of these ships aren't coming in. Or you closed out an old cycle and you switched it way up. The devil. You switched it up. So you switched it up. Whatever was short. Wow. The Ace of Pentacles and the devil. Attracting right to you. And you're in your element. This is practicality, okay, with your resources. Now, this 10 of Swords was in reverse. You put an end, I said you were walking right on by the devil, and when it wants to throw its thing at you, you just smile and say thank you for feeling that way. And then moving on. Ace of Cups in reverse. Moving on. Okay. That confirms everything I just said. Hangman. You saw a higher perspective. 6 of Pentacles. Okay, 6-6. You're in alignment for an Ace of Pentacles. This 6 of Pentacles and this Pentacle gives you more choices or freedom in your present, and future. That's why the devil wants to get in the way of the pentacle. It wants you to give to it a little at a time. Oh, accept this instead of this. With the Wheel of Fortune. If you learn the lesson, the wheel is going to turn in your favor. If you didn't learn the lesson, I don't know. Here's walking away. That is learning the lesson. This is able to see where you're going. Number 4, could it be significant? What is this, a devil? Oh, the truth. And those ideas, those 7 pentacles, I just said, if you have this pentacle with those 6 pentacles, you'd have 7 pentacles, and you could do something with them. And that is somehow a threat to this energy of the Ace of Cups in reverse. To your past self, or to another energy that relied on your going in the opposite direction. Because I have a Virgo competition, then I have you moving to calmer waters, and then now this energy's in disarray. So I do have Virgo here with the 6th house. Was only gaining when you participated. What is this? What are these ideas that you get to now gather and you do? Potential, seed, whatever you want to call them. King of Cups, King of Swords, surrounded by maturity and truth, surrounded by good ideas, and the 10 of Pentacles, surrounded by really great things. And then I've got this in the background. So the Queen of Wands in reverse, projecting some kind of devil energy a little at a time, and it's having no effect. No effect. These aren't your burdens. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, 7 of Wands in reverse. It's not your burdens. You're not going to defend or stand your ground on something you don't agree with to begin with, or you know it had to do with disrupting your 2 of Cups. You have to light something from within here. The Magician in reverse, all the tools, what this energy was trying to push. Something was trying to push something in the opposite direction. And now it's in worry. The devil created some worry. Because you're not in sadness. This required a cup. It required emotions to be attached. 7 of Cups. It required a bit of confusion. It required a bit of darkness. It required more manifestations from that. It required you to take actions that you weren't. This energy didn't understand that you are aware of the actions that you take and the consequences. There are consequences. Judgment in reverse. There are consequences. So this as your energy doesn't realize there are consequences because they think you don't know there's consequences, but you do. Your energy doesn't feel or believe in karma or consequences or having a thing here. Judgment in reverse. So you're not even attached, it's the same belief system, therefore why would you have the same mindset? So this is not even like-minded energy. Here, you have a 2 of Cups you're focused on. Capricorn, World, 7 of Cups. All right, that judgment comes with a whole lot of confusion. There's a whole lot of confusion on why you are being so recognized and celebrated, possibly very recognized, highly recognized. Ace of Pentacles, world. You got the world at your fingertips because you already know what's what here and who's who. So once you learn about an energy, you can recognize it. Two of Cups. You're focused on a Two of Cups. And there are other people on this earth that are, you know, happy and loved too. Maybe few and far between. Wheel of Fortune upright, but they're here. They're out there. Okay, so who's ever in the Nine of Swords could be Leo energy, losing some kind of strength in the ability to continue to do something, especially if it's unimaginative, immature. Page of Cups in reverse, unimaginative, immature. Not going to compete with a King of Cups, right? Then I've got some kind of resources, or you holding back, or this could be greed. I just turned it over. Let me turn that back. And then I've got the Fool in reverse. So disappointment, Tower. Somebody's going to be disappointed that either you're having a new beginning or their time is ticking here because you keep walking away. So if you keep walking away, then the energy is choosing to not to follow, but it doesn't even agree with you. Death in reverse. There's a lot of horses here. I mean, I guess so. A lot of court cards. I just think, you know, a horse, a horse. And then the Queen of Wands. Okay. I'm gonna see what else is happening. You've got a brilliant idea and a bright future ahead. All right. Well, that's what you're wanting to be known, I guess. A budding star, bursting out on the scene. Oh, what am I doing? I didn't even. Okay. I just liked the brilliant idea so much that I wanted to keep it out there. Okay, Capricorn. I see you were experimenting, so you had a brilliant idea, and you could be experimenting with it. Getting satisfaction, good times, happy ending. You have a sunny outlook, blossom, open to divine inspiration. You are cutting up. I don't know, I saw paper, so cutting up paper. Oh, but that's of course not what it says. Cut short, uphill battle, fighting for a lost cause. Okay, well, you're having satisfaction ending this fighting for a lost cause and seeing it end as well. On pins and needles, rough patch. Blind spots. All right. The energy that is not making it to its destination is having blind spots because it's like there's a reason why you don't judge, because it will come back on you. Most of the time, that energy it enjoys it coming back as it gives it something to do. But, oh, you're getting the real scoop. What's going on? Glowing results. 4th of July could be significant here. I've got fireworks coming in for you. Glowing results. Not just results. Glowing results. It's going swimmingly, off the hook and in the flow. All right. There's an energy of trying to hook something to you that is not yours. You're off the hook. You cut it short. You're not fighting for a lost cause. You are right on time. You're right on time. Do it now. Seize the day. You're being celebrated. I let people be confused of who you are. It's like you're not who people think you are. You are who they think you are. You're getting a lucky break. There's heavy energy you're being moved away from. Finding fertile ground, steady growth, and fruitful. You found fertile ground in an idea. and was able to close out the cycle because you moved towards something else. There's an energy that's united, that's on pins and needles, that wanted to find further ground. Further ground. I don't know. Is that a song? Well, it should be. Moving. Oh, as you're moving, right, trying to find fertile ground as you're moving, trying to catch up. But it's not a race. So since it's not a race, no one can ever catch up because you're not racing. Something like that. Yeah. There's the satisfaction, cutting it short again. You could be getting satisfaction by walking away. Walk before you can run. Fresh outlook, baby steps. I said something was unimaginative or immature. Okay, so being a baby in some type of way here. Immature, the word immature, being hungry, what the hell is that? In the formative, can't even say this, in the formative stage. Okay, can't develop the ideas. Immature, being a baby, drifting apart, golden opportunity. You have clear skies ahead. I said something about this, want to make me laugh from the beginning. Something to crow about, winging it. Somebody's now talking a lot about it. Talking a lot about what? The past. Oh, my knowledge, of course. Okay, so turning back. Somebody's talking about turning back and you being receptive to new ideas because you turned back. But you're not receptive to new ideas. Your eyes are fully open. You're seeing what's possible. You already saw what was possible here with the boombox. I had 80s because I had cassettes and boombox here. And before that, in the 70s and early 80s, and you had the, what were they, 8-track? 8-track? Yeah, cassette, 8-track cassette. It's a good investment, getting paid, saving it. I don't know, I'm not going to do that. All right, glowing results for the highest good. Judgment's going back here. You've committed to a journey and you're taking great care. Capricorn. Ride the current. The current looks all rough. I'm sorry. That was a rough current. That was like Moby Dick kind of current. Moby Dick. Fully immersed. A lot of water here. On a healing, a lot of water. Fully immersed in your right on time. You're being present in the now. You know, or you are present in the now. Mastering yourself. Take great care. Honest echoes. In honest echoes, secrets do emerge. Flames of passion. The connections. I've got connections, a flame of passion, wherever you put your dedication and your focus to. We have the echoes, that's the past. The echo occurs after you speak, right? Sometimes it echoes once or twice, so it revisits. Okay, so healing's not linear. Okay. There are hidden keys. Be open to receive, Capricorn. There's a real promise, not the immature promise. There's a real promise. The real promise. There's been a duality dance. Answers are unfolding. Hear what's unsaid. The real promise requires you to hear what is unsaid. Reading the energy. Because there's a higher wisdom when you do that. And there's a magnifying glass. Taking a look at yourself through a magnifying glass will help you understand others. How can you understand others until you first understand yourself? You can be on your own, embracing solitude with a feather of hope. A lot of ancestral hope or ideas occurring here. So a lot of information, new information coming to you, because I said unlearning, to learn something new, you have to unlearn something. It requires you to do that on your own. You can't have somebody else unlearn something for you. And I have a ton of balloons here. So balloons could be significant. Go your own way. And I see a fist. Okay. All right, Capricorn, and the neighbor puppy saying bye. All right, have a great one. I'll see you probably tomorrow.
Thanks.